cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Okay. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to My Two Satoshis. Like my guy T Will said, second stream today. Let's go. Let's go. We're getting it in, T Will. We're getting it in. I've seen you win 5 times. Good to see you here. Yeah. Big Curious Mom. You've won a lot of times. So stick around towards the end of tonight's episode. Hopefully you can win again. Now, we only have 30 or 29 entries this week. So that really increases the odds for all of you that are on the wheel. I'm going to be honest with you. The less people on the wheel, the better your odds are. Everyone's got about most people have like a 2.1% chance of winning. Big Curious Mom, I think you're middle tier. I think you're on the acquaintance tier. So all my acquaintance members have about a 4.5% chance of winning. And then my 2 big dogs, my friendship level guys, they clean up. They've got a 17% chance of winning. And my guy Charles Newsom with the super chat last week, he actually super chatted twice last week. I almost missed the second one, but when I do my entries, I double check, triple check, quadruple check, and I got both of your super chats, my G. So you're in there at a 6.6% chance. You donated super chat at $10 last week. So I appreciate the support. Caffeinated Crypto in the building. We got AI Griff, my guy. T Will is in the house. Big Curious Mom, twins in the house. Listen, guys, hit that like button so we can get more people in here and keep that chat room active. Okay, keep that chat room active and let's get as many people as we can in here today. If you missed my earlier stream, go back and watch it. Dropped a lot of knowledge on you guys or in regards to AI, DeepSeek, how it plays into the crypto narrative. And I revealed on that stream that I am working on a book that is going to be a survival's guide going forward. Crypto and AI, you're going to want to get it for sure. And I'm giving you some solutions for you in your career, how you can try to AI proof yourself if possible. It's possible. But some people are going to have to make a big change. But we'll see. DeepSeek definitely disrupting the markets today. As you guys saw in the thumbnail, Bitcoin survives DeepSeek for now. It's really not even a Bitcoin DeepSeek conversation, to be honest with you. And we'll dive into it a little bit more in a little while. I'm also going to talk about Bitcoin Jesus. He's at the feet of old King Trump, looking for a pardon. I'm gonna give you my 2 Satoshis on that because I don't think it's I'll leave that for that. We'll get to that and I'll explain my thoughts on that. MicroStrategy's doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on the Ponzi scheme, ladies and gentlemen. They added more Bitcoin to their bag. They've got to do this. This is not something like, oh, they really believe in Bitcoin. They do believe in Bitcoin. Don't get it wrong. They do believe in Bitcoin. But they got to believe in Bitcoin. And they got to keep buying. They bought $1.1 billion more. It's a lot of money at $105 Bitcoin. Again, pulling that dollar cost average price up. Man, I'm telling you, this shit is not going to end well. I know I'm against the grain and in a camp that's very small, but I've gone through this ad nauseum on why I don't think this is going to end well for MicroStrategy, but they do have to keep buying for it not to end well. For it to end well for them, they have to keep buying. AI Griff said, what would that do for mining Bitcoin the DeepSeek? Nothing really at this point. Nothing really. It's a hardware thing in regards to mining for now. I am concerned, and I've been actually ringing an alarm about Bitcoin's security. And Bitcoin security is just literally Bitcoin's mining capacity or mining status or state. I'm concerned about Bitcoin's security because this technology is moving so fast. I don't know, man. We might have a black swan event very soon with Bitcoin and its mining. So we'll see. But it'll be AI plus hardware developments. So we shall see, my friend. It may get real difficult to mine Bitcoin real soon. And what happens is, if it gets too difficult because someone puts online some real advanced algorithm, or I should say hardware with some type of algorithm to figure out the next block, what it's going to do is shoot the difficulty rate up very, very high and really basically lock out a lot of people or block out a lot of people from finding blocks. And it will centralize that power, that hashing power. And it could be basically a feedback loop, but that's another conversation for another day. So far, though, Bitcoin has survived DeepSeek. And again, it's really not even about DeepSeek and Bitcoin or DeepSeek versus Bitcoin. This is a bigger issue in regards to DeepSeek versus everybody around the clock. I should make a shirt. DeepSeek versus everybody, like Detroit versus every. It is for real. Like, it ain't even about crypto or Bitcoin. It really isn't. But I'll go over how it did relate or impact Bitcoin on today's episode, as I did earlier today. But we'll try to keep it focused more so on crypto and not deep dive into the, no pun intended, DeepSeek part of this equation, which I did earlier. So go check that video out if you missed it. It's about a 2-hour video, but we dropped some gems in there, so you might want to go back and check it out. Check it out. So look, tonight we are giving away $50 worth of crypto. All right, you still might have a chance. If you're a member, you definitely still have a chance, because all you got to do is sign up for BYDFi and have your UID number, which is your account number, ready towards the end of today's stream. T. Will said, Trump said this is good. This will save America billions of dollars. Yay and nay. He's right. And I said that earlier, actually, too. I don't know when he said that today, but it definitely took that. It made that $500 billion investment that he corralled the big titans in tech to do, tech and finance, to put together. It's gonna make that 500 billion stretch. They put a whole bunch of baking soda on that one. They put, look, DeepSeek just put we're gonna change that to B12. It blew that shit up. It expanded and stretched that 500 billion for sure. Okay, so it will go further if they play the game right. So far, they've been playing the capitalistic VC game over here in America, where basically not trying to make it as cheap as possible, but really catering to NVIDIA and their high-end chips and all that. DeepSeek just blew that out the water. That business model is done. They're literally able to run DeepSeek, which is on par with O1, ChatGPT O1. It's on par with it, but it's free and it's open source. And they are able to do it on GPUs. Nothing fancy. I said this earlier. This, to me, DeepSeek is equivalent to the invention of Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin moment for AI. DeepSeek is China propaganda. I logged in yesterday. It said Joe Biden was still president. So correct. But you got to understand this one thing, Crypto Pollo. It's open source. So that's the dangerous thing about it. It's open source, bro. Meaning you can take that code, run it locally, take that code, modify the weights if you know what you're doing, take out all the Chinese propaganda. It's all there. All the code is there for you to do that. So there really is no, that's really not an issue. Yeah, it's really not an issue because it's open source. Just like Bitcoin. When people say Bitcoin is, I don't know, I don't trust it. I feel like the NSA or CIA created it. Doesn't matter. It's open source. You can take it, look at all the code, find any backdoors, modify it, make it better. Doesn't matter, bro. Doesn't matter. Again, tonight we'll give away $50 to a lucky winner. 29 entries on tonight's spin. Stick around for that towards the end. All right. But yeah, it's going down, guys. It's going down. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. We looked at it earlier today, and I made some TA observations for you on the stream earlier. But I'm, go over it again because, things, listen, a few hours in the Bitcoin crypto market is like a few days or maybe a few weeks in everywhere else land. All right. So we saw a deep crash. Should I call it a crash? Let's see. Not a crash at all. 5.5% correction in Bitcoin, but this 5%, all 5% corrections aren't the same. They're not treated or created equally. This 5% correction is something major because it violated that trend line that I told you guys to watch, and that if we stayed above, it was all Gucci for us. So that violation, a hard violation, now we've come up, we've recovered, but we're just not, this is on the hour, we're just not quite there. And this is a nice wick right here, shooting star, kind of not fully a shooting star, but a long wick, bear candle wick on this here that potentially would flag or signal a rollover. And I said we would go lower, as you can see with these lines that I drew, I think maybe 8 or 9 days ago. So I still think we're in play at this point. For sure, we're in play for a bounce off of this green line down here. We just got to stay above $96,000 Bitcoin. I told you that a couple days ago. Reason is we got these points of contention or points of influence or confluence where we're getting bumped up against. We did break through, but we came back down and we tapped it twice and finally broke through. But that is an area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 taps on this, what now is support. But we got to stay above this trend line or support line of $96,000 Bitcoin, because if we don't, then I see much lower for us. So, some people are out here calling for $70-something thousand Bitcoin. Yeah, of course it's possible. Absolutely, that's possible. That's a buying opportunity, in my opinion. We go down, it's a 30% correction from today's price, 30+% correction. So that will put us at around, we should go no longer. Okay, so I overshoot to 70 is cool, but 73,000 really is the marker. If you look at it technically, that is where you will see a bounce or around. I would start buying right above 73,000 with the anticipation of an overshoot to maybe 70 or 69K. If that is the scenario. I'm not convinced. I take it one step at a time. So I'm only watching 98, 99 in that range. That's really all I'm watching right now. 96,000, really 96,000. But by the time we get out here into February, that will be around 97,000. So as of today, anything below 94,000 would be of concern, and we could see more downside or rollover from there. But I'm hoping for a bounce off of $94,000 Bitcoin, that trend line, And if not, we'll test 90,000. That's another area of support for us. And I talked about this earlier. So this is the total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. This area I designated and showed you guys earlier is the Orange Man rally. Round of applause. 45, 47. 45, 47. This is what 45, 47 is right here. All right. All this whole rally we've seen has been because of Donald Trump. Thank Donald Trump for your crypto rally. Now, the problem is it over? Because it's buy the rumor, sell the news. I personally told you that it was buy the rumor, sell the news a long time ago. So, so far, let's see. He was inaugurated on the 20th, which would have been right here. Let's put a line, horizontal line right here, or vertical line, I'm sorry, on the 20th. So we attempted to, and I think Bitcoin actually did. Let me go back over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin actually did make an all-time high on the inauguration. Sure did, right there. Right there. So Bitcoin did make another all-time high. So that will be the top. So I will be right unless we get above 109. If we get above 109 before making lower lows, then I'm incorrect. I'm wrong. Altcoins were not able to make that move up like Bitcoin did. The highs for the altcoin market was 1.14 trillion. The highest we were able to get was 1.10 or a tenth. Not far off, but no cigar. And this also correlates with this mid-trend line here, where we were struggling to get above basically ever since December 19th, when we first breached it. We've been struggling to get above there. As you can see, let me just bring this out. 1, 2, struggle, 3, struggle, 4. Have not been able to sustain any real price action above that trend line. So that's a trend line you're looking at on the altcoin side for a breakout. If we get above $1.14 trillion market cap for altcoins, excluding Bitcoin, excluding Ethereum, of course not Bitcoin, but excluding Ethereum, then we ain't got nothing to talk about. T will say only way we get to 73K is a flash crash. Too many institutional buy orders above that price. 78K CME gap still. 62 CME gap too. Why not choose that one? I just don't, man. We get down there, fellas. I'm calling bull market over. I'm not saying we don't go there, but if we get that low, I'm calling bull market over. I'm calling bull market over. So we shall see. That would not be a good look. Real quick, let's take a look at the quarterly or month-to-month returns where we are currently with Bitcoin. Here's your chart or table, I should say, of month-to-month returns for Bitcoin. So January, we're still in January, almost done with it, but so far we're up almost 9%. Let me do a refresh just to make sure. We are up almost 9% for January. We had a couple of outliers, 49 or 39%, 2023, 29% in 2020. Now we know that that's really an outlier because, you know, you got the COVID shit going on. 2023, I don't know what that's about. Maybe stimulus, PPP, I don't know. But those are outliers. But on the median is pretty low, only 0.5%. So we're well above the median for January. Just giving you some context as far as Bitcoin's price performance for January. Let's take a look at MicroStrategy real quick. It is expanding its Bitcoin holdings by almost 500,000, 471,100 Bitcoins, worth $46 billion. So they added another 10,100 Bitcoins at costing them 1.1 billion. Big money, boy. Big money for a company. And don't forget, next month is MicroStrategy's earnings report, if I'm not mistaken. We all know the earnings report is going to be horrible. They don't make any money. They ain't made no money. They ain't even tried to make money. So we already know that. So I'm just trying to figure out, you know, I'm interested to see how the market takes this. They don't make money. Matter of fact, they lose a lot of money quarter on quarter. But their strategy, no pun intended, is just to buy Bitcoin and hope that intelligent leveragers buy their stock instead of the Bitcoin. Yeah, that nothing can go wrong there. Nothing at all. MicroStrategy has acquired the 10,000 Bitcoin at 105.59.6, just shy of 106, $106,000 per Bitcoin. This purchase comes on the heels of the firm's acquisition of 11,000 Bitcoins just days earlier. I didn't even cover that one. I didn't know about the 11,000. So their average cost now, guys, is $63,610, which again doesn't sound bad. They got a lot of padding there for sure. We go back to 70,000, they're still in the green. The problem is not the price of Bitcoin, it's their debt and how they have to service it and the intricate wizardry they're doing on the finance side, where and this is why they have to continue to buy Bitcoin. So I'm not concerned about really the price. It's more so if they stay lower than well, it's not really lower than, it's more so if they can't convince more people to buy their actual stock, then they're going to be in trouble. And so we already know there's a force multiplier on their price of stock, on their price for their stock versus Bitcoin. So yeah, it does well for them on the way up, but on the way down, we saw MicroStrategy get hit. So just imagine if Bitcoin does go to those numbers you guys are talking about, 70,000, 69, 64,000, whatever you guys are talking about. Just imagine how much their stock is going to be slaughtered. That's a 50%, 40% move down in Bitcoin, which would mean probably like an 80% move down in their stock. So then you got a self-fulfilling prophecy, like you got a feedback loop, because who's going to want to touch a stock down 80%? On top of that, as it's falling, people are going to be selling. So it compounds the issue. I guess there are some smarter people out there than me. T. Will says Saylor is smarter than you think. I think not. He would have been in Bitcoin a long time ago if he was smarter than the rest of us. Marco El Camino in the building. He's smart, but I don't think he's smart on Bitcoin like that. I really don't, bro. Someone said 62. Okay, 62 T Will said is the other CME gap. Yeah, that would be bad. I would call bull market over. We go that low. And you know that is not out of the realm of possibility would be old bitty bitty titty titty. That's not out of the realm of possibility at all. All right, so there you have it. MicroStrategy continuing the Ponzi, or the pyramid, I should say. Not Ponzi. Maybe it is a Ponzi, because if they stop buying, then people stop buying their stock, then you get the picture. It just is not a good look. Next article, next topic really quickly. Bitcoin Jesus begging Trump for a pardon. Oh, buddy. El Camino says, in his opinion, we stay above 100K. We bullish. This was just a shakeout. Nah, 100K is not necessarily the line in the sand, in my opinion, El Camino. Again, technically, yeah, symbolically, 100K sounds good, but technically, you got to look at some other levels, which we just went over, you know, that being 96,000 and 90,000. We stay above those two regions. We're good. We're good. So don't just think about 100K as the line in the sand. Technically, if you look at the charts, of course, psychological whole numbers are great, but the markets are going to look at a little bit more than 100K. They're going to look at actual market structure and how it forms around certain other levels. And 100K has actually, ironically enough, not been an area of any significance from a market structure perspective. If I go, if I show you, I do a horizontal line really quickly. Horizontal line at 100K, right? On Bitcoin. You've got a little price action here. We did get a bounce off, and then we bounced off and came down. We did get a rejection here. 1, 2, up, down. Another slight rejection there, but then we punched through. But like this move down, we dipped down to 98,000. So I'm not too convinced. There's a little support resistance there, but not much. Not enough for me to really call that something that I really will watch that closely. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm looking more at your trend lines at 96, heading up, your $90,000 area. And of course, lower would be your 79 and so forth and so on. So it is what it is. But back to the Bitcoin Jesus situation, ladies and gents. Interesting situation here. AI Grip says he's a mega bull on Bitcoin, but I think the cycle got goofy when we broke all-time high before the halving. It needs to come back. Okay, I can see that. I think a lot of newbies got liquidated. You think so? We will get on more pump before April crash. So you think we crash in April? Okay. Tell us why. Why April? Bitcoin Jesus begs at the feet of King Trump for a party. But Doge chief Elon Musk says no. Yo, I didn't even see that part. Hit the like button, ladies and gents. We just getting into it. We're gonna do the giveaway in about 10 minutes. All right, so stick around for that. Got about 101 people on persons on X. Thank you to all you X pills poppers. Appreciate you. Follow me on X right now, if you will. Crypto Blood _ bada boom, bada bing right there. Just quickly follow me. I get a lot of views on Twitter, but they don't translate into follows. So follow a brother right now for the news on crypto, politics, and culture. So Doge man Elon said that Bitcoin icon Roger Ver, who's facing tax evasion charges, won't be eligible for a Trump pardon. I asked someone the other day when I found out, when we talked about Silk Road founder Ross Ulbricht, when we talked about his situation and being pardoned by Trump, which is he's GOAT right there. He should be GOAT in every crypto person's book after he did that. But someone said, what about Roger Ver? And I brought in, this is before Roger Ver came out publicly and was pleading for the president to pardon him. I said, I don't think Roger Ver, I wasn't sure, because I don't, I'm not law or anything like that. I wasn't sure if Roger Ver could be pardoned because he's no longer a U.S. citizen. And I don't know if we can pardon people who aren't U.S. citizens. So him leaving the States might have fucked him. I'm just saying, we're going to look at this article and see why Elon is saying he can't. So crypto entrepreneur and alleged criminal Bitcoin Jesus Roger Ver is pleading with the president for a pardon. But Trump confidant and Tesla SpaceX boss Elon Musk said that Ver's renounced U.S. citizenship makes that impossible. Musk goes on to say, he said on X that Ver would not get pardoned because of the move. Roger Ver gave up his U.S. citizenship. No pardon for Ver. Membership has its privileges. Ooh, and this is what I thought. This is what I thought. How do y'all feel about that? I actually agree with Elon on this. I agree with Elon on this one, y'all. When you give up your rights as to be a U.S. citizen, you give up some things. I know you might think you gain some things, but you also give up some things. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Doesn't work like that. I agree with him. So what Roger Ver could do is attempt to become a citizen again, which again, I'm no expert on expat, repat, I don't know. Can you even try to become a citizen again after you expat? Somebody let me know if you know that answer. But I personally don't know. And I would think it would be kind of tough to do. And might be a lengthy process. AI Griff said, I think big dogs got wrecked. Crypto Face said he knows smart guys that got wrecked the past week or so. Gotcha. I'd be down for an April crash. It's my birthday month and I get money. There you go. There you go. So what do y'all think about that? Do you hit me? Drop me a 1 in the chat room and do this over on X too. Drop me a 1 if you agree with Elon Musk saying, sorry, buddy, got to be a U.S. citizen. You denounced us, and now we denounce you. Drop a 2 if you think Trump should pardon him. I'm going to tell you right now, I know Trump ain't going to do it. Trump is all about America first. He's about making America great again. He's about making people in America feel proud to be an American, feel proud to have these privileges, right? I don't know about you, but me seeing all these illegals be booted from the country makes me appreciate a little bit more the right to be an American citizen, or the standing of being an American citizen. I feel some type of way about that now. It feels a little valuable, right? It feels a little bit more valuable within the world, on the world stage now. That's how I feel about it. It's for some strange reason. I feel like it has a little bit more value, seeing that people just can't come through here, do what they want to do, and get more than we get. That shit is over. And I hope it's over for more than 4 years. So, Recycling Guy says too, he thinks that Trump should pardon him. But he's not a U.S. citizen. You don't think that's an issue? He denounced us. Johnny B also said too. Johnny B, did you denounce your citizenship, or are you just you got multiple visas? Prospector said Trump could talk to the DOJ, IRS, and mediate a lesser fine. True. He could. But I don't think he's going to that move would be an overreach on Trump's behalf. You got to I guess he can give recommendations, but that would be an overreach if Trump did that. I wouldn't say he would do that either. Caffeinated Crypto says, one, he shouldn't be. We got Azul in the building. What's up, bro? Recycling Guy said DOJ should drop charges. I mean, I agree with you. I think they should, but that would be kind of unprecedented. You leave the perks too. That's kind of how I feel, bro. Thanks, Recycling Guy. Appreciate the support, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Somebody on X, show us some love. What do you think? 1, 4 Trump should take care of him and pardon him, or 2, no, I'm sorry, 1, he shouldn't, 2, he should. AI Griff says, if Trump pardons a non-U.S. citizen, then he could technically pardon anyone in the country. Yeah, he can't pardon. He definitely can't pardon him. I didn't think he could. Elon Musk is also saying this. I just wasn't sure, but I didn't think he could. But I'm sure he could do some things like ask or give a suggestion, an opinion to the IRS, DOJ. But again, I don't think he would do that either, because he's not a U.S. citizen. Trump is all about America now, right? Making it the world envy you U.S. citizens. That's what he's trying to do again. Because right now, they don't necessarily envy us. And they definitely didn't envy us the last 4 years. And probably didn't envy us in Trump's first term either. They're more trying to take our place. It's not a, ooh, I wish I was there. It's a, ooh, I'm waiting on you to slip up. And we're going to get you. That's what China's doing right now. Okay. Prospector's got something for us. He said, I found this on the pardon website. The president can grant a pardon to a person who was convicted in the United States District Court, the Superior Court of the District of Columbia, or a military court. A pardon is an expression Let's see what else he says here. A pardon is an expression of forgiveness and can help eliminate someone of the consequences of a conviction. Oh, so a pardon isn't for someone who hasn't committed a crime yet. Interesting. Mr. Sleepy, Mr. Joe, Mr. Brandon, how the hell do you get away with it, boy? Now it has been done once before, but it was a pardon for another president, a previous president. I don't know. So he's got to go through it first. But does it say that the person has to be a U.S. citizen, or it doesn't say anything about it? If it doesn't explicitly state it, then maybe there is some wiggle room. And actually, he ain't got to go through it first, because your boy Sleepy took care of all those people. Cheney, Millie Rock, Dr. Fauci. I mean, these guys ain't been committed. They haven't been charged of anything. It's crazy, man. We live in some strange times. So, I think, unfortunately, Ver is out of luck. Not gonna lie, because it doesn't send. See, Trump is all about optics. This doesn't do anything for the U.S. Now, if Ver went through all the loops, and it would take some years, but went through all the loops, and if he could become a citizen again, he does that. Then by the time Trump gets out of office, or towards the end, he communes or pardons him, different situation. But Ver, he renounced his citizenship in 2014. I'm sorry, and became a citizen of St. Kitts. Out of luck, bro. As much as I'm for freeing, and I think they did him wrong. That's just what it is, bro. Biden had no clue what he's been signing for the past. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. What happened in the last 4 years, y'all, is straight up treasonous. We don't know who was controlling our country at all. We have no clue, and it really should be investigated. There have been numerous accounts of people saying that they've met with Biden personally, with no one else around, and have asked him questions, and he's like, I didn't do that. Mr. President, yes, you did. In particular, one meeting, can't remember who it was. He just actually got sworn. He just made it back into his position, Speaker of the House or something like that. He met with Biden, and he was trying to meet with him without all these other people around. So he asked, I need a moment alone with the president. And he said, Mr. President, why did you sign this order to either eliminate, I think it was eliminate a liquid natural gas pipeline over in Europe, which gave more power to Russia. And he's like, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. And he was like, respectfully, Mr. President, yet you did do that. He's like, I didn't mean it. I just wanted to say XYZ. I didn't mean to sign. So man, this shit needs to be looked at. It's bad, y'all. It was that last 4 years was really bad for America. That was a black eye for us. But at any rate, I don't think he's going to get it. Should have stayed a citizen. Now that's, hindsight 2020. I don't really blame him for leaving when he did and how he did, because deep state was running rampant back then. So I understand, but it's not playing in his favor right now. So unfortunately, I don't see him. Maybe he gets a lesser sentence. Maybe, that is given as guidance by Trump or something, but I don't know. I don't even see that happening. All right, y'all. It's that time. Dun, dun, dun. Time to spin the wheel. We got this week. Charles Newsom, you're on there twice, my friend. You gave 2 super chats for $5 last week. I appreciate that. And of course, all my YouTube premium members, I appreciate each and every one of you. Let me get the timer up. Go to Google. Timer. Let's see here. 60 seconds. That's locked and loaded. Let's get back over here to the wheel. I'm going to do a shuffle. Have that BYDFi username locked and loaded. And don't forget, in order for me to see it, because I haven't seen the last winners. You guys won, but I have not seen. I never saw the actual UID. You have to do something like this and break it up so that I can actually see it. So you want to format it somewhat like this, because it's a long number and Google, YouTube likes to block it for some reason. All right, we got the Crypto Critic from X chiming in. He said the Trump pump hasn't even happened yet. When it comes, we win all be ecstatic. We will all be ecstatic. I'm sorry. When it comes, we will all be ecstatic. I don't know, bro. Typically, that's not how markets work. Markets are forward pricing. Therefore, tries to price in future value today. And so this should be the result. Where we are right now should be the result of a Trump policy for the most part. I think we should be at $1 million. We should be around $900,000 Bitcoin right now. Just to let you know, I think we've been heavily suppressed. At any rate, let me stop yapping these gums, shuffle this up, and spin. Top signal. Where you at, bro? I think you won last week, if I'm not mistaken. But your UID never came through, or 2 weeks ago. Your UID never came through. So you got 40 seconds, my friend. Is Trump releasing the JFK files? Yes, he is. I think within the next 15 days or so. MLK as well. Shout out to all the Martin Luther King boulevards across the country. $12 seconds. This is a good point. Carlos says no one on crypto Twitter is throwing on the laser eyes, and no one is throwing around the "we are gonna make it" sentiment yet. This is true, but we already did that. We did that a couple years ago, right? A year or so ago. So either we're not identifying the run that has already happened, or we are not there yet, as you seem to insinuate, Carlos. I hear you. I hear you. Felipe Marquise is in the house. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Yeah, we already know FBI split his wig like a watermelon. So sad. But again, the reason why we got to do this, and I'll just remove top signal. That's a big chunk too. We got one other big chunk, which is Mark Belsky, but that really increases the odds for a lot of people. Let me spin and we'll continue to talk. So the reason Trump has to do this is because, guys, we got to restore some sense of trust within our government. And what other better way to do it other than, releasing documents that should have been released anyways, well past the FOIA, whatever the window is for redacted statements and documents. What is it, 40 or 50 years? So this is a good step in the right direction. Some people are saying, well, what does it matter? They're both dead. And don't forget our Robert Kennedy too. So there are 3 files being released. Caffeinated Crypto, I know you were in here earlier. Drop that UID number, my guy. We're only spending 10 times tonight. Did he drop it, T. Will? I didn't see it. All right, we're gonna have to move on. Remove. Shuffle and Crypto Music Cat. That's a new one. He's a member. Let's see if he wins tonight. Got 60 seconds, my friend. It means everything. How many pages in history are straight up lies to keep us divided? You're right. It does. Zero Fucks. You're absolutely right. It means everything. Dead or alive, we deserve the truth. We absolutely do. We absolutely do. And guess what? I said this earlier. I went off on a tangent. But guess what else is being disclosed real soon? This year, I'm hearing. This whole UFO situation, UAP, is about to be cracked wide open. Like on a major level. I'm talking about, from what I'm understanding, this latest guy, whistleblower, Jake Barber, is about to start doing live events. So what we're finding out is that these UFOs, and we already knew this because I think his name is Chris Bledsoe. I believe that's his name, Chris Bledsoe. He said this a couple years ago. I follow him on Instagram. Let me just double check if that's him. Instagram. Let me see. Where do I do a search? How do I do a search? Oh, right here. Bledsoe. Yeah, Chris Bledsoe. This guy right here, guys. He's been summoning UFOs for years now. For years. Look at this. This guy right here. Go follow him. Check him out. He's got a book called what's the name of his book? He's got a book called UFO of God. I haven't read it yet, but I this is where he discloses everything. Okay. He's been summoning orbs for years. At any rate, we now know. Let's see. We now know, ladies and gents, that these UFO devices and ships and whatnot are used telepathically. They call it not cyatics. I forgot the term they use, right? But this is how you control these ships. You have to be able to telepathically connect to them. And there are certain people that were born this way that they're easily able to connect to them and control them. And you can also be trained to do it. So at any rate, it's a lot of shit is coming out this year, y'all. A lot of stuff is coming out. But back to the spin. Remove, shuffle. After this one, we'll have 6 more. Mark Belsky. Belskinator. Let me know if you're in the building, my guy. He wins a lot too. Make sure you format it this way as you see it on the screen, UID, and then put some spaces in between. No, my friend, we did not get it. Do you have it now? Try to resend it in this format right here. I don't mind giving it to you. Caffeinated Crypto. Yeah. Yes. They're real, D-Born. We got Muhammad in the building. Donald Muhammad. He said the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam have been teaching on UFOs for nearly 100 years. I did not know that. Round of applause. So Mark is not here, but I'm trying to give Caffeinated Crypto the opportunity to post his if he can. You got to format it in some way like this, or do something to add a couple, I don't know. Try different formats so that I can capture it. I'll give you a couple more seconds. But yeah, guys, we're in the age of disclosure on a number of fronts. We're in the age of Aquarius. So it only makes sense that we're getting all this enlightenment and new understanding. AI, government, you know, Trump back in, doing all these types of changes. And shout out to Trade. Donald Muhammad said, you got to come to the Nation of Islam to get true discovery on UFOs. Okay. All right. Yeah, right. Yeah, but I still don't see his UID for some reason. Not seeing the UID, my friend. It is a great time to be alive. 500 years of Red Dragon just ended, and we are in 500 years of White Dragon. Okay. I'm not even familiar with those phases. AI Grip, you put me on something new right there. How many dragons are there? All right, we're going to move forward and shuffle and spin. wisdom bars. I don't know if he really jumps in this late in the stream. He getting that account set. Right. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. They're caffeinated. Listen, you're a member, so you got a chance every week, bro. We'll come back around to you. Wisdom bars, you got 30 seconds to give me that UID number. Formatted like this. UID, and then give me a couple of spaces in between the numbers. Hopefully that will help me see it and not have it be blocked. Anyone seriously believe ancient Egypt didn't get a hand building those periods? I know, man. It's like we've been dumbed down to the point where we can't even critically think. The location is symmetrically perfect. We just ran out of time for wisdom bars, so we'll have to remove him. But back to what Zero Fucks is saying here. The location is symmetrically perfect, and the timing of them being built makes zero sense that man did it. I agree. Oh, he's not in here, T-Well. Okay, cool. All right, so let's move on. We'll shuffle and spin again. Spin number 6, ladies and gents. And once we get done with this, we'll wrap up. Almost had Big Curious Mom. My Crypto Space UK. It might be a little late for you, My Crypto Space. But if he's here, drop us that UID number from BYDFi, my friend. I tried to, okay, so different times, slightly different humans. Yes, I agree. Definitely worth some like demigod type hybrid human gods, you know, alien / gods. And as I was stating on the stream earlier, from the disclosure of Jake Barber and his two partners who worked under him, the last guy stated that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of different types of aliens. Evan says DeepSeek. All right, we ran out of time for My Crypto Space. But Evan Michael says here that DeepSeek lied about how many GPUs they are using and now restricted access to only China. That's not true. I was just using it a minute ago before going live here, Evan. And also Ahmad, who is he was really instrumental at OpenAI, or was it Anthropic? I can't remember. He did the computations and said, no, what they're saying is true. They were able to leverage and do this on $6 million and very little hardware. So off topic, but Arizona SBR looking good. What is that? All right, let's spin this wheel again, y'all. Remove, shuffle, spin. It's just that easy to win. Let's go ahead and give it to T-Will. Come on, T-Will. Come on, man. Got him. Crypto diamonds for you. I know he's in the building. Go ahead, T-Will, and give us that UID number formatted the way it need to be, my G. Oh, strategic Bitcoin reserve. I didn't hear nothing about Arizona's strategic Bitcoin reserve. You guys gotta think though, like, because I think we should be near $1 million Bitcoin, it would not surprise me if we don't go anywhere. Regardless of how much, like, we've already done so much more than I've ever thought we would see today. And we just simply are not where we should be. That's exactly right, my G. That's how you post. That's how you post. Boom. Thank you, my friend. All right, so we got that wrapped up. I'll have my BYD-Fi guy send that over to your account, my guy, later. I don't know how long it'll take, but you'll get it. All right, so appreciate that. T Will for always being there, supporting the channel, and being a valued member. All right, so let's fade this music back and finish up with the last article, which is literally about DeepSeek. So out of Fortune Crypto, they're talking about, Bitcoin falling 7% earlier today alongside general sliding tech stocks, and Nvidia really got slaughtered. Let's see where Nvidia's at right now. Nvidia is probably still slaughtered. Let's go check Nvidia out. He's on the front page. The CEO with the crocodile. Hey, y'all got to give it to him, though. Y'all got to give it to my man. That crocodile jacket. Round of applause. He used to wear just a black leather, pelly soft now, but he used to wear a black leather. A simple black, which was cold. It was like Michael Jackson cold, right? Had the 6 zippers, but he didn't upgrade it, y'all. He getting real money, man. He getting real money now. He got the crocodile, boy. That thing probably about $40,000. Dearborn said, I heard someone already has DeepSeek running on 2 Mac and 1 Ultra chip. Yeah, for sure, bro. Like I said, I believe the hardware specs on it based on some people that have done their own calculations and run their own numbers, who I respect in the AI game. It's simply, it's true, man. I know we don't, as American-based UA or AI companies, we don't want to believe that, but the game has just shifted in 3 days. Just that quick. They've been dethroned. So, and I'm going to sign up for the API so I can try to integrate it somehow within my algos, if possible. Yeah, this is a game changer because it costs. This guy said he did 200 calls and only spent like 50 cents. If you would have done 200 calls using OpenAI, Gemini, or something like that, would have cost you probably like $400 or $500. So, yeah, Alligator Dundee. yeah, round of applause, man. That coat is so cold, bro. That coat, if I had 40,000 to spend on a coat, I would get something looking like that, boy, right there. Nvidia shares almost 600 billion in market cap, biggest one-day loss in U.S. history. Yikes. And the reason you say, well, why is a hardware company in trouble? Because the new DeepSeek model doesn't cost nothing to run. Like, you don't need these $10,000 chips to run your AI iteration. You can do it, like he said, on 2 MacBook M1s. So this is bad news. Now, Nvidia in after hours is up 1.4%, but that's it dropped 16% today. Yeah. So that is nothing. I can see this thing continuing on down tomorrow as the market continues to digest what the hell is going on. This is not This is bad. This is bad. So back to the actual article. DeepSeek rocketed to number 1 on the App Store, of course, topping OpenAI. And again, this is only 3 days old. Near and Feet, which are AI kind of based blockchains, are each down 10%. Now you might ask, why are these down? Again, because DeepSeek just literally body rocked the whole AI ecosystem because it is so cheap and efficient that these tokens, you're not going to need none of that shit, man. Especially if it's able to run on little, commonly owned hardware. This is a game changer, guys. And again, I encourage y'all to go back and watch the 2-hour live stream I did earlier. I know it's lengthy, but watch it at 1.5 or 1.25x speed. We break down a lot, and I give you a lot of my thoughts on this whole situation. All right, so go check this out. I'll copy into the chat room right now, but definitely go check out this episode right here live. I did earlier today that we deep dived into this whole situation and what it means for crypto, what it means for you personally, because that's really what it boils down to. How does this affect you directly? This is the real world war. Correct. Humans versus AI. It's just smack on, my friend. So go check that out. But the Fortune crypto article goes on to say that everyone should be looking at this as a gift to create better, cheaper, faster, open, free AI systems. And what do you know? It took a communist country to do it. The irony. The fucking irony. Tech leaders over in the United States aren't excited. Mark Andreessen called the development AI's Sputnik moment. Yeah. But to put this all into context, what does this mean for crypto? It only means something. It doesn't mean anything directly for Bitcoin, but indirectly it does. And what do I mean by that? Well, as I talked about in my stream earlier today, ladies and gents, unfortunately, the price of Bitcoin has been hijacked by traditional finance, TradFi. So what does that mean? All these ETFs and spot and futures and hedge funds owning Bitcoin directly and indirectly. Now this tethers us, no pun intended, but it tethers Bitcoin to the traditional market. So when they go through shit like they did today, when valuations are just, this is just day one. Let this digest a little bit more. Like Plunge Protection Team probably came in and saved the day on the overall indices. But wait till this digests and we get more iterations of this DeepSeek R1. Not going to be good for valuations of the top tech companies in the world. Okay, this is not a good look. So with that being said, I think valuations have to come down, which means stock prices have to come down. And we know it's only like 7 companies that pretty much create the price of these indices because they're so heavily weighted and so many people are piled into them. So if we see DeepSeek be the black swan event for tech stocks, it's unfortunately going to take Bitcoin down with it. Now, again, I always say this to y'all. Don't conflate or confuse price versus value. The price of Bitcoin at $1 doesn't change the value of Bitcoin at $100,000, if that makes sense. Might have gone over your head a little bit. But essentially, the value of Bitcoin really is disconnected from the price of Bitcoin. I can send $1 billion worth of Bitcoin across the globe for maybe $8-10. That's value. And I can do that at Bitcoin worth $1, or I can do it at Bitcoin worth 100,000 or $1 million or $1 trillion. It doesn't matter, right? The value is that I can send it for very little cost and very little friction. Tony C says, sounds like bear market is here early. It's possible. And another thing y'all got to understand is that Trump man is in now. He's doing so much. I'm very impressed with the momentum out the gate. This guy's he's out of control. However, with that being said, the powers that be, the deep state, they're going to have to do something to slow him down. And what better way to do it than to rug pull the stock market, rug pull the real estate market. Though the real estate market doesn't need a rug pull, and it's going to rug pull itself. But the stock market, they let that go. Boy, oh boy. It's going to cause a lot of cascading effects and cause and manifest a recession that we're already in, but I'm just saying like actual deep recession. So I just think that we do have to watch this DeepSeek situation play out a little bit more, because it could drag down the price of Bitcoin, the price of Ethereum, the price of Solana, the price of all these cryptos. It can and would drag it down and put us in a bear market, a deep bear market, to give you your $60,000 Bitcoins easily. If this thing unwinds, if these valuations are out of control with Nvidia, Meta, Google, or Alphabet as is known, these valuations are out of control because the valuations are based on AI, which would extract a lot of value. I mean, you would have a lot of value if it were going in this, if it were playing out the way it has been playing out up until 3 days ago. Johnny B says Bitcoin has no value, no use case, physical, in real world, pure speculation. ETFs manipulate the price. But again, Johnny B, your statement just literally is the antithesis or the opposite of what I just explained about Bitcoin. You're conflating value and price. Don't do that. Bitcoin has no value, no use case. It has real use case, which gives it real value. The price part, which you're conflating, is pure speculation. That's price. ETF manipulation. That's price. That's the price part. That's the price part. The value part and price should not be necessarily connected. So that's my 2 Satoshis of tonight, ladies and gents. Hope y'all enjoyed that info. Again, I am working on a book that is going to be a crash course survival guide to this AI shit, man. It's getting deep, y'all. It's getting deep. And I do have some Satoshis to drop on you guys regarding that. So I think I'll be finished with it in probably another month or so. So I'll keep y'all posted on when this is ready. And you guys should definitely enjoy it. So that's it. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. I'm out of here, people. Holla.
Yo, it's crypto blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show, indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trading, living life like a pro, I'm rougher, Jerry, it's just bloods do, bad motherfucker in a good way, boo, got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my crypto blood, 2 Satoshis on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
For us today, okay, I don't know, whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but
Okay.
yeah, I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do, it's a video, Sting video.
What is...
For credits.
I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.